What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to close operations but depending on an event. So for example, let's say that we have an EMA and we have the buy cross. Okay, we open that position and we want it to be closed when there is another cross. So we are going to do that. This is thanks to a comment that someone in my Spanish channel put, and yeah, we are going to solve this right now. Perfect. So what is the first thing that we have to do? As always, come here and go to the IDE. Press the IDE. Here we have this open and we are going to do the following. We are going to, let me delete this, and we are going to create a new file. So here in this file, well, we are going to call this file close on cross. Oh my god. Let me change the capital letters. Close on cross. That's right. Okay, next. Finish. That's it. Let's make this big. Perfect. And okay, let's start. First of all, we are going to create a simple bot that whenever there's a cross, it opens a position. So for this, we are going to need several things. We are going to have two EMAs, and to obtain the data of the EMAs, what do we need? We need handles. So it is as simple as creating here integer variables. So here, this is going to be the fast EMA, and this is going to be the slow EMA. So these are two handles. Remember that we also need arrays to load the data, to store all that data. So here we put double EMA fast, that's right. And here double EMA slow. But check this out, guys. What I have just created is a variable, not an array. So we are going to put an array without any size, and yeah. Okay, so it is time to initialize all this. How do we initialize it? Where do we initialize it? As always, in the onInit method, well, event. So we are going to declare that event onInit. That's right, perfect. And here we are going to load first the fast one. So EMA fast h of handle is going to be IMA. I'm going to be a little bit fast because yeah, I have created a lot of bots. And okay, here what we put the symbol, then the current period, then the moving average period. For example, 15, shift, no shift, mode. Let's say that it is an EMA. And here, this is going to be applied to the price close. Perfect. We have to do almost the same here for the slow one. But here we are going to put, I don't know, like 100 periods. That's right. So now we have to check if everything has been loaded fine. So to check that, we say, okay, if EMA fast is equal to invalid handle, or EMA slow is equal to invalid handle, we have a problem. And we are going to show that problem. We are going to say, hey, there was a problem loading the indicators. That's right. And here we are going to return init failed because the initialization failed. Remember that if we want to have the most recent value at the beginning of the array, we have to call the array set as serious function in both of the arrays. So here we put this, okay, and we have to do the exact same thing here with EMA slow. That's right, gentlemen. Here we're going to put return init succeeded. That's perfect. And what else? Now it is time to deinitialize. Let's say that we close the bot, we change the time frame. We have to release the space taken for the indicators. So here we are going to put const on the init, on the initialization. This receives a reason that we really don't care, but we have to declare it. And here we are going to say, okay, if the EMA fast, the handle, if this is not invalid, okay, I can release this. So I will call indicator release and I will put here the EMA fast h. Check this out. This, well, we have to do the exact same thing, but for the EMA slow h. So here, let me take this and we change it here in both places. Perfect. We have initialized and deinitialized the data for the indicators. Now it is time to load that data. So here we are going to declare the onTick event. That's right. And what we are going to do is that we are going to copy, we are going to copy the data of the indicators. So for example, let's load the data of the fast one, of the fast EMA. And here it is asking us for the buffer number. Since we only have, well, since the EMA only has one line, one thing, the buffer number is 0. So we can put here 0. Okay, starting position, we are going to take it from the previous of the last one. Why? Because we do not want to have fake signals. So we put here a 1. We are going to take 2, which is because these are the necessary ones to basically detect crosses. And here we are going to store this in the EMA fast array that we declared. Check this out, guys. This is the exact same thing for the EMA slow. So here we change this. That's right. And perfect. We have loaded the data. Okay, what do we have to do now? First of all, we want only one operation opened at the time. So what we are actually going to do is that we are going to check if the operation is closed. Operation closed. Indeed, let's declare already this function. So how do we declare this function? Let's come up here and let's put, okay, since we are putting this in an if, we have to return a boolean. The function must return a boolean. So is the operation closed? Here, indeed, I have to declare more things. Let me check, because we have to declare some variables and include some libraries to open positions. So here we are going to include, let me put it right, include from trade, include the trade.mqh. Perfect. We now have the seedTrade class, and we are going to declare an object statically. And finally, we are going to declare the trade ticket. Perfect. So what else do we have to do? Okay, now we have to check if the operation is open. Since we are going to store the last operation ticket in this variable, what we are going to do is that we are going to check, okay, position, and if I'm not wrong, let me check very quickly, position select by ticket. So check this out. This returns a boolean, and it returns true if the position is available, it is open. But we want to check the opposite thing. So we are going to put here not. And this will return if the operation is closed or not. So here we put the trade ticket, okay. We compile, we have some errors. Well, we are not finished, but we have some errors because here I haven't put this. And okay, if the operation is closed, I want to open positions. So for example, I want to open a buy if there is a buy cross. Let's put here buy cross. But I want to open a sell if there is a sell cross. Else if sell cross. That's right. So let's define these two functions because they are very easy. So first of all, we are going to put here bool buy cross. That's right. Okay, so what do we have to check? Okay, we are going to go to the EMA fast, and at the beginning the fast has to be under, and then in the next time, well, in the next tick, in the next candle, it has to be above. So okay, the previous one has to be below the slow one, okay, and then it has to be the opposite. The actual one has to be above the slow one. Well, the faster one has to be above the slow one. That's right. We have to do something very similar in the sell. The only thing that changes are these signs, okay, these comparisons. Perfect. And now we have to open positions. We are going to open them very easily. We are not going to put any take profit or any stop loss because we are going to close them in the next cross. So here we are going to put trade buy, and we are just going to put the lottage, the volume, 0.01. That's right. You don't need to send all the stuff that I usually send. With this is more than okay. Usually if you want to put a take profit or a stop loss, you have to put more data. But for now, this is totally fine. Okay, perfect. Now what we have, this is sell, sorry. Here I have to put trade.sell. And okay, what I have to do right now is to store the ticket. So we are going to put here trade ticket, trade.result order. That's right, that's perfect, that's fine. Let's go. Okay, so now we have the ticket, and what we have, well, actually right now the bot opens positions whenever there is a cross. But we have to check right now that whenever there's another cross, we are going to close that position. How do we do this? Check the logic. Okay, if there is an operation, if there is no open operations, we are going to open operations. But if there is an open operation and there is a cross, we have to close the positions. So the logic will be something like this. Okay, if, else if. Here we are going to check that we are in a new candle. We are going to put here new candle, and let's define this function, which is very simple. Let me put here bool new candle. Let me check. Okay, candle, that's right. And here, first of all, we are going to define a variable called bars, which is the amount of bars that we have. And here, what we are going to do is that we are going to define another variable called current bars, which is the current number of bars that are in the graph. We are going to check if there is a new bar. So here we call bars. It is asking us for the symbol, and it is asking us for the period. So we give it that. Perfect. So now let's check if the number of bars that we have saved outside is the same as the current one. Okay, if it is different, it means that there is a new bar. So what we are going to do is that we are going to update that number. Bars is going to be equal to current bars, and we are going to return yes, true, because we are in a new candle. Otherwise, if we do not go inside that if, it means that there is not a new candle. So we return false. That's perfect. That's okay. We compile. Okay, we have everything. We have to check if we are in a new candle. And now let's check the following. If we have a cross, it doesn't matter if it is a buy cross or a sell cross, we have to close the position. So how do we close the position? Let's use the trade object, and we are going to call position close. We are going to send the trade ticket. Yeah, the trade ticket. And guys, I think we have finished. Yeah, I think that we have finished. It is as simple as that. You can see that we have created a bot in 10 minutes, and it is actually super simple. Before we test it, let me tell you that if you did not understand everything, I have a course which is in the description on which I explain very slowly and from the beginning everything about MQL5, so you can learn that. Okay guys, so now let's compile. Sorry, we don't have any errors. And now let's go test this. So we call the bot close on cross. So here, let me check this, close on cross. That's it. And let's click here on start. That's right. Okay, this is going very fast. Let me put it like this. And okay, let's wait for a, yeah, you can see that here we had a position open, a buy. It was closed here, but then a new position, the sell, has been opened. So now when we have a new cross, this position is going to be closed. So let me make it even slower. Okay, so check this out. When these two cross, then pop, you can see that now the cross is somewhere here and boom, the position was closed. But now a buy has been opened. So whenever there is a new cross, the buy is going to be closed. So, okay, it doesn't look like that, boom. And now we have a sell, and whenever there is another cross, the sell is crushed, boom. That's it, guys. It is actually something very truly simple. So guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed this video, that you understood how to actually close positions on events. So for example, here we are closing the position on a cross. It is as simple as that. And yeah guys, I hope you understood, I hope you like it, and if so, give it a like, share, subscribe, and we see each other in the next one.